Shalom, everyone, and welcome to Just the Word Prophecy, Kazak Eliyahu, along with our brother Kerry-Ann. And today we are going to be doing part 2 of a video we did on Kerry-Ann Gidden. Now, let me just emphasize from the beginning, for all those people that putting out things out there, they just come on the video and they just criticize, thinking that we are among those who are seeking to get popularity of her name. We are not. We are just given things to give her and hoping that you who are criticizing would point her to these videos, because this one is even more serious. This one shows the judgment that is upon her. Part 1, we showed her up as she is. And let me just say, Kerry-Ann, if you are listening to this, we have nothing against you. We love you. We are only caring about your soul and what the Most High is showing us, because we know that you are in blindness. You are in ignorance. You are doing what you're doing because of the heritage that you got from Christianity, not knowing that when you come to serve Yahuah, it is a different ball game. So today we are going to show the judgment that was revealed upon you. And for us to do this, we have to go back to the prophecy. What we are going to show, we are going to show you in the Bible and show where the Bible is speaking specifically about that dream as it relates to you, and showing that it is judgment for what you are doing. Again, we love you, and it is for your soul that we do this. Nothing else but for your soul. So this one is for you and for anyone else who wants to be like you. All right, go ahead, Kerry-Ann.
Shalom, everyone. So I'm just going to repeat the dream that I shared on the other video, the sad truth about Sister Kerry-Ann. So the dream started off with Sister Kerry-Ann, and she came riding on a carriage, being pulled by 2 donkeys into a place that looked like an olden-day village, but also a modern-day school at the same time, and it was nighttime. Sister Kerry-Ann was riding on this carriage wearing a golden regal outfit, and the clothes looked very expensive and respect demanding. So it was a very, very opulent outfit that she was wearing, full gold, and it was just, she looked very regal in it. The outfit had a long golden cape too that flowed and looked very regal behind her to add to the entire aesthetic. She got off the carriage and immediately was surrounded by a bunch of men who feared and revered her. Even when they saw her carriage coming, there was great panic, like a president was coming or someone very prominent. She was very tall when she stood at full height. So when she got off the carriage and she stood at full height, she was very, very tall, like supernaturally tall. And I was shocked at just how tall she was. She kept flinging her cape in a dramatic fashion, and the men attending to her made it all feel like they were minions and their queen had arrived. The Spirit of Truth had me feeling like it was all a movie production, fake and not genuine. Suddenly in the vision, I can't remember if it was myself or Fumani, my brother, who got very angry and started accusing Sister Kerry-Ann of deceiving Yahuah's children. After the righteous rebuke, myself/Fumani started beating Sister Kerry-Ann, Sister Kerry-Ann and her goons over and over again in great anger. And while we were beating her, we kept saying, "Why are you deceiving Yahuah's children? Why are you deceiving Yahuah's children?" So with each beating, would speak out why we were beating her. And that was basically the dream with Sister Kerry-Ann.
All right, so now after we did that video, someone messaged me and told me that my video just popped up in their feed, and this is a sister that I know, and she said that when the video popped up and it was spoken about Kerry-Ann, about how she was seen in the dream as being very tall, she said her mind went back to the cedars of Lebanon. I'm going to show you what she actually wrote on the screen right now. All right? So, the dream pertaining to Kerry-Ann Gidden. And she says, when it was mentioned that Kerry-Ann saw Kerry-Ann getting out of her chariot she was unusually tall. I immediately thought about the lofty cedars of Lebanon. So I went to Isaiah 2 and was amazed at how accurately it lined up with the rest of the details in the dream. And then she tabulated the main points. She said, a carriage or chariot pulled by 2 donkeys, heading towards a school to teach, wearing gold-robed outfit, regal and prominent, a group of men bowing down submissively waiting on her. She was displaying power and authority. She was exceedingly tall, which refers to pride. She was receiving a beating, means she was being humbled. She was deceiving the people of the Most High. Now let's go to Yeshayahu or Isaiah chapter 2, and I'm just going to share the PDF as the person sent it. Therefore, thou hast forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they be replenished from the east and are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they please themselves in the children of men, of strangers. So when we did our video, we looked at the fact that she was actually doing divination that she does not know, because unknowingly unto her and most people who are prophets out there, when you put that sign to collect money, you put yourself into divination. A prophet must not collect money for their prophesying. Yes, if people want to send you money, they inquire and you allow them to send you. But you do not put up links to donate on your feed. When you're handling the word of the Most High, as a prophet, you must not do so. So, divination or soothsaying. If you look at the meaning of the word soothsayers there in the Strong's, a primitive root to cover, used only as denominative from 860-51 to cloud over. Figuratively, to act covertly, that is practice magic. And most people do not know that they are practicing magic, divination, and enchantment when they are doing this. Observe time, soothsayer, sorcerer. The BDB definition, to make appear. Yes? To make appear. To practice soothsaying, to conjure. And when our sisters are doing their things on their channels, every day they have something. Everything happens in the world, they have something. They are conjuring up things. Yes, that is against the will of the Most High. To make a prophecy appear like the clouds when it perhaps hasn't come from Yahuah. This is what we know, because we are here at Just a Word. We are a whole organization full of people with prophetic ruach. But what? It's not every day that the Most High gives us something to give to the world. And there are many of us, several of us, not only one. And then you, the only one person, and you are getting every single day, everything happens in the world, you have something on it. That is to make appear, to produce. That is soothsaying. Now, Yeshayahu, Isaiah chapter 2, verse 7. It says, their land also is full of silver and gold. Remember, you saw her decked with gold. Neither is there any end of their treasures. She looked opulent, right?
Yes.
Their land is full of horses. She came with horses, eh? Donkeys, yes. Neither is there any end of their chariots. It was pulling a chariot.
Yes.
That's you there in Isaiah 2, verse 7. You're representing the idolatry of Yasharal. Their land also, verse 8, their land also is full of idols. They worship the work of their own hands, that which their own fingers have made. Now, when you have these prophetesses on YouTube, what their idol is, it is their channel. Because their channel produces money for them. So that becomes their idol. And so they hover over it. I remember once Kerry-Ann came and she said, people were talking too much about her channel, and then she hid the numbers on her channel. And that was years ago. That was years ago. It's preserving the channel. Verse 9. And the mean man boweth down, and the great man humbleth himself. Therefore forgive them not. The men were bowing down to her.
Yes.
So when you're finished, you can see what she actually represents. She represents the idolatrous nation. That's what she represents. Verse 10, enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust for fear of Yahuah and for the splendor of his majesty, not your majesty, as you came out of that chariot looking majestic. Wasn't it?
Yes.
It is Yahuwah's majesty. You need to humble yourself. This is what it's saying. You need to humble yourself. Because the next verse, verse 11 says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled. How did she look?
She was very prideful, like tall. You know?
All right.
Yes, very lofty.
That's the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Yahuah alone shall be exalted in that day. The men were bowing to her, weren't they?
They were like bowing down to her, and she was like giving commands, like pointing things here.
You see? The haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and Yahuah alone shall be exalted in that day. Yahuah is telling you, my sister, pride is what is destroying you. You must be bowed down. Yahuah alone must be exalted. Verse 8. Verse 12. For the day of Yahuah Sabaoth shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. The Most High is speaking to you, Kerry-Ann. He is speaking to you. Your pride has lifted you up, and Yahuah alone should be exalted, and you must bow down. You must come down off your lofty horse. Verse 13, and upon all the cedars of Lebanon, and that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up, and upon every high tower, and upon every fenced wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures. Pleasant pictures. This reminds me of the YouTube channels. Pleasant pictures. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and Yahuah alone shall be exalted in that day. And the idols he shall utterly abolish, and they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth, for fear of Yahuah and for the splendor of his majesty. And when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth, cease ye from man, whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted of? There we go. My sister, you need to repent. And we're not done. We're going to show you what in the books of the Nazarene. You can download this from our website. This is the most precious book that people do not read. The books of the Nazarene, the most precious book that people do not read. And it is speaking directly to you and others who have gifts. Verse 35. You have it?
Oh, no.
Books of the Nazarene. We are on
PDF.
page 50. I think it's chapter 4, verse 35. Yahusha taught his disciples.
35. Yahusha taught his disciples thus: all things a man possesses, his talents and his skills, are gifts bestowed by the grace of Yahuah. The inheritance.
You're going too fast.
Oh. The inheritance received by anyone should be regarded as something received in trust, and is true that if they deal with it wrongfully or selfishly, payment will be required.
You hear that? All things a man possesses, his talents and his skills, are gifts bestowed by the favor of Aluah, of Yahuah. He gave us these gifts in order to help his people, not to help ourselves, not to monetize, to help his people. What did Hamashiach say? Freely receive, freely you give. And again, I say, it is not that you are not to receive, it is that you are not to go out there and putting up all those links to those different things and make this like a business. Yes? Make it a business. The inheritance received by anyone should be regarded as something received in trust. Yahuah gave you this talent, this prophetic talent, in trust. And it is true that if they deal with it wrongfully or selfishly, payment will be required. This is why we're telling you, sister, you need to repent. Continue. One of the greatest
of life's tests is the challenge of wealth or position, and few are those who successfully meet it.
All right? Exalting ourselves as this prophet, and on the internet they're arguing with different people about whether who is true and who is false, and calling other prophetesses names and mocking other people. I once replied to you and saw you mocking some, laughing at someone, and I told you that you should not stop laughing after the person. And you proudly told me that, hey, Elijah laughed after the prophets of Baal. I just left you alone because I was trying to help you. Yes? Mocking other people. Handling the Most High's word unlawfully. Continue.
Therefore, do not envy those with wealth and position, unless they deal with them wisely. Otherwise, pity them, for they have failed to rise above their test.
And this is what we do. We are in pity for all of those who are not, and even for ourselves, because we are not acting as if we're all that. Let me just first tell you, I love to declare that I am nothing, I'm nobody. I'm nobody, I don't even consider myself to be righteous or anything. But whatever the Most High tells us to speak, we speak. All right? Let him be the judge. But what I'm telling you, my sister, is that you need to repent. And this is delivered in love for you, because the first video that we did, it went out to a lot of people, and I know by this you must have seen it. I beseech you, consider what we are saying very carefully. Repent. If you want to contact us, please do contact us. Do repent, my sister. You're out there, a very popular person online, but in the eyes of the Most High, you are lofty, you are proud, high and lifted up, and you are there awaiting his wrath. There speaking his name. And remember, in Matthew 7:21-23, that is what Yahusha said. Let's go there. Matthew 7:21-23. This is what you are actually facing.
Not everyone that saith unto me, Master, Master, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Master, Master, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
Iniquity. That iniquity is the divination that you are doing, my sister. When you started out, you were hearing from the Most High, and you were nice and a humble girl, and I used to follow your thing. But all of a sudden, you changed. All of a sudden, you fell prey to the devil. Many will say in that day, Master, Master, have we not prophesied in thy name? This is what is awaiting you. All of a sudden, you started changing. I must speak the truth. All of a sudden, you started changing. And I saw you started putting on this bright, this lip gloss or whatever. Then all of a sudden you started changing baby hair, started accentuating. Then you started putting on other black lipstick or everything. You don't know that these are demonic influences. And then all of a sudden now, every time they see you seeing this red lipstick, demonic influence that you do not. Go and study these things, depths of these things, my sister. You need to repent. We care about you. We care about your soul. Not about popularity, not about views. It's about you. All right? So we're putting this out in case one of your followers, please do share it with her. All right? Thank you. And delivered in love, shalom.
Shalom.